Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Holy Bible in a year as part of discipling. We are currently reading from the book of Samuel, and Samuel and Eli were one of the last prophets, not prophets, sorry, judges in Israel. Remember Samuel, the book of Judges, all these are transitional books before we enter into more of the Chronicles of Kings. So we are in 1 Samuel chapter 6, and this is after the Ark of the Covenant. If you can remember, in chapter 5, the Ark of the Covenant was stolen by the Philistines. It ended up in different parts until it went to Gaza. Gaza refused, it's been tossed around. But now, the Ark of the Covenant is being returned back to the Israelites. So 1 Samuel chapter 6. The ark of the Lord had been in the land of the Philistines for about 7 months, when they summoned priests and fortune tellers to ask, "What shall we do with the ark of the Lord? Tell us what we should do. Tell us what we should send back with." So what should we send it back with, basically? They replied, so this is what the priests of the Philistines are recommended. "If you intend to send away the ark of the God of Israel, you must not send it alone, but must by all means make amends to him through a guilt offering." Even the wicked know that when you offend the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you need to come back correct. "Then you will be healed and will learn why he continues to afflict you." When asked further, what guilt offering should be our amends to him, what type of guilt offering should we be giving? 5 golden hemorrhoids and 5 golden mice. Oh man, I'm already laughing, but it's okay. 5 golden hemorrhoids and 5 golden mice, to correspond to the number of Philistine lords, since the same plague has struck all of you and your lords. Now I get it. They were struck with the plague of mice, you remember, and hemorrhoids. "Therefore, make images of the hemorrhoids and of the mice that are infesting your land, and give them as a tribute to the God of Israel. Perhaps he will cease to afflict you, your gods, and your land. Why should you become stubborn as the Egyptians and Pharaoh were stubborn? Was it not after he had dealt ruthlessly with them that the Israelites were released and departed? So now set to work and make a new cut. Then take two cows that have not been born the yoke. Hitch them to the cart, but drive their cows indoors away from them. You shall next take the ark of the Lord and place it on the cart, putting in a box beside it the golden articles that you are offering as amends for your guilt. Start it on its way and let it go. Then watch. If it goes to Beth Shemesh along the route to his own territory, he has brought this great calamity upon us. If not, we will know it was not he who struck us, but that an accident happened to us." Then see what happens. They acted upon this advice. Taking 2 milk cows, they hitched them to the cart, but shut up their calves indoors. Then they placed the ark of the Lord on the cart, along with the box containing the golden mice and images of the hemorrhoids. The cows went straight for the route to Beth Shemesh and continued along this road, mooing as they went, without turning right or left. The Philistine lords followed them as far as the border of Beth Shemesh. The people of Beth Shemesh were harvesting the wheat in the valley. When they looked up and spied the ark, they greeted it with rejoicing. So they're happy the ark of the covenant is back. The cart came to the field of Joshua, the Beth Shemite, and stopped there at a large stone in the field. The wood of the cart was split up, and the cows were offered as a holocaust to the Lord. The Levites, meanwhile, had taken down the ark of God and the box beside it, in which the golden articles were, and had placed them on the great stone. The men of Beth Shemesh also offered other holocausts and sacrifices to the Lord that day. After witnessing this, the 5 Philistine lords returned to Ekron the same day. So the Ark of the Covenant led itself, seated on a cart ridden by cows, found its way back home, back to the Israelites. Okay. The golden hemorrhoids the Philistines sent back as a guilt offering to the Lord were as follows: one for Ashdod, one for Gaza, one for Ashkelon, one for Gath, and one for Ekron. So basically where the Philistines lived, right? The golden mice, however, corresponded to the number of all the cities of the Philistines belonging to the 5 lords, including fortified cities and open villages. The large stone in which the ark of the Lord was placed is still in the field of Joshua the Bethshemite at the present time. Now there's a penalty for the irreverence. The descendants of Jeconiah did not join in the celebration with the inhabitants of Bethshemesh when they greeted the ark of the Lord, and 70 of them were struck down. The ark of the Lord comes into your neighborhood and you give it no honor, no homage. "70 of them were struck down. The people went into mourning at this great calamity with which the Lord had afflicted them. The men of Bethshemesh asked, 'Who can stand in the presence of the Holy One? To whom shall he go from us?' They then sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, 'The Philistines have returned the ark of the Lord. Come down and get it.'" So the sanctity of the ark of the covenant, its holiness, these Israelites in Beth Shemesh are like, hey, okay, the original people who had it at Shiloh, please, can you come get it? If this is what it means to take care and steward the ark of the covenant of the Lord, then we don't want it. Can you guys come for it? We move to chapter 7, where we will see a little religious reformations.